Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. I'm sorry, just we'll have a short kirtan and then we shall begin. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari. Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yamuna Tiravanacha Yamuna Tiravanacha Hari. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradari. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivardhari. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Thank you. So, as today the topic we have chosen is the books for the blind. I'm just going to share a few things about how Srila Prabhupada has given his books and how we are blind by not even knowing how to open and read them. So this was the idea which sparked in my mind, and I had chosen this small verse from Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay, so I shall directly go to the translation of this verse. It says that while living, one may be proud of his own body and thinking oneself a very big man, a minister, a president, or even a demigod. But whenever one may be, whatever one may be, but after death, this body will be torn, turned into worms or stool or ashes. If one kills poor animals to satisfy the temporary whims of this body, one does not know that he will suffer in this next birth, for such sinful miscreant must go to hell and suffer in the results of his actions. So, prayers. Narayanam namaskrityam namam cheva narottamam devim saraswatim vyasam Narayanam namaskrityam naram chaiva narottamam devim saraswatim vyasam tato jayamudiraye nashtaprayeshu nabhatreshu nityam bhagavate sevaya bhagavati uttamaśloke bhagavati bhaktir bhavati naishtiki. Hare Krishna. So I shall take you through the purport as it is. I will try to give some insights about the purport. What is actually Srila Prabhupada given in this purport? So here it says, Kirmi with Bhashma. This is what is significant. Kirmi with Bhashma. After death, the body may become a Kirmi. Kirmi means worms for this body. If it is not disposed by proper cremation, it may be eaten by a lot of worms, or else it may be eaten by animals like hawks and vultures, and then it is naturally turned into stool. So those who are more civilized, people who are more civilized, they burn this dead body, and thus it becomes ashes. That is called Bhasma Samjitam. It's called Bhasma Samjitam. Yet Although the body will be turned into worms or stool or ashes, foolish persons just trying to maintaining commit many sinful activities. This is certainly regrettable. So the point to be noted here is that we are always thinking that we are this body. We never realize that we are the spirit soul, the eternal parts and parcels of the Supreme Lord Krishna. So we have the fallen from that position to this conditioned soul. We are always like what to say, like if you hold a sparkle in your hand, the sparks which come out of the sparkle are also the parts and particles of the sparkle, right? So but then slowly as it gets moved away from the supreme soul, it is getting conditioned to the material earth. That is, it starts to embrace the mother earth, and it loses its sparkling propensity, and slowly it fades away, and then it is totally burnt out, and it becomes the ashes, and then fall in this conditioned world. And once it becomes the fallen condition, it is very difficult for it to revive back, unless it is actually the spiritual values are regained by the individual thing. So this human form of body is actually meant for jivasya tattva jignasa. What is Jivasya Tattva Vigna? Jivasya means life. Tattva means the actual thing. And so there's the enlightenment in the spiritual knowledge of spiritual. We should know how we can enlighten ourselves in the spiritual values. Therefore, one must seek whom we should seek. This is what is the whole purport and this shloka about. What whom should we seek? Why should we seek, and what should we learn from person whom we seek? Here, the person whom we seek is that none other than the shelter of the spiritual master, a bona fide spiritual master. We should search for a bona fide spiritual master, and then we should take the shelter of him, and then we can actually understand what is our real purpose and goal of life. So we should not be thinking that we have fallen down. Yes, we have to go revive again. For that revival, we should actually choose a path. We just cannot just from here to there. That's not possible, no. So we should always try to reach a particular choose a particular path, a thing, and then we should perfect ourselves in that path, and then slowly we can tread fast in that path, and we can reach our goal, that is reaching Goloka Vrindavan. So Tasmat Gurum Prapadyate. Tasmat Gurum Prapadyate. This is what is told here. It is one must approach a guru. So we come to now we are standing here now. Who is a guru? What is a guru? Who is a guru? Guru means Sabda Pare Cha. Sabda Pare Cha. It is told Sabda Pare Cha Nishnatam. That means it's told in Srimad Bhagavatam 11.3.21. And also the Lord says in Bhagavad Gita 9.3, it says Asara Asradana Purusha Dharmasya Prapanta Aprapya Mam Nivartante Prityu Samsara Vartamani. So, those who are not faithful in the path of devotional service cannot attain me. This is told by the Supreme Lord Krishna himself in Bhagavad Gita 9.3. Lord says, those who are not faithful on the path of devotional service. So, what is devotional service? We have been going through what is devotional service. Devotional service is nothing but Navavidha Bhakti. Navavidha Bhakti means the nine processes of Bhakti. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam, Sakyam, Dakyam, uh, Atmanivedanam. So, like this, the nine processes of devotional service. Out of these nine processes of devotional service, last class we heard from His Grace Rajanath Varadrajan Das. Prabhuji said very clearly. He said, out of this nine processes, if one is going to perfect himself in any one of these devotional services,
ನಾನೇ ಹೇಳಕ್ಕೆ
definitely
ಏನ್ ಬೇಡ,
he
ನೀನೇ
can
ಹೇಳ್ತೀಯ,
attain.
ನಾನೇ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ.
Hare Krishna. Anybody has anything? Mataji's, please mute yourself. Hare Krishna. Yeah, out of these nine processes, if anyone can even perfect themselves in one of these devotional aspects, one is sure to reach back to Goloka, Goloka Vrindavan. So, and for that we need have to develop faith. What is this faith? Many people will say, believe in me, trust me. Yes, yes, I believe, I trust. But who has the faith? Faith means the unflinching faith. Unflinching faith means who cannot deviate once he is determined to. That is called the unflinching faith. So if one develops that kind of a faith, and then starts practicing his devotional services, definitely nothing can go wrong. So the Lord says in this line, "O conqueror of foes, but return to birth and uh, uh, is that those who are not faithful on the path of devotional services cannot attain me, O conqueror of foes, but return to birth and death in this material world." If you do not have faith, you are again going to fall back into this ocean of birth and death. So if we develop that faith in the Supreme Lord and in the devotional services and keep going ahead, we do not have the backward direction. The backward direction does not come in our way. We can move forward. Therefore, there is one is called the spiritual master. A spiritual master must awaken the disciple to the existence of devotional service. The spiritual master is the only one who can awaken this his disciple. So, example may be given in that once in a day, early morning, the mother may enter into the child's room and wake him up so that he can attend the school. The child does not want to get up. See, we are all like the children who are naughty children. We don't want to wake up. We don't want to wake up early in the morning. But the mother is caring and loving. She says, yes, my child, it's time. Get up and go, get ready, do your daily activities and go get back to school. For there is the one you can learn. So the child does not want to, loving mother forces him to get up and she sends him to school to be educated. The same way, the spiritual master is the one who can actually awaken the thoughts in you and can wake you up from the sleeping mode. So even once your lecture we heard from Amog Leela Prabhu. Oh, so we are all sleeping, aren't we? No, no, Prabhu, I'm awake. I'm listening to you. Yes, this moment you are listening to me, but again you go back to sleep. So the wonderful thing is that the moment we come into the Bhagavatam class, sometimes it happens so after listening to the lectures of the Bhagavatam class and the Bhagavad Gita class, people tend to sleep. But that is a different kind of shape. They become peaceful. They become, and they because they are always in the material anxieties, uh, thinking what will happen next, what will happen past, what like that. When they are thinking so much, so much, so much, they are always disturbed and when they come to hear the Srimad Bhagavatam and the Bhagavad Gita topics, they feel so soothing to their mind. No, they get relaxed and they go to sleep. So that's not that is what the sleep we are always in. But we are materially sleeping, and also spiritually sleeping. But how to get that awakening? That awakening can be done only by a bona fide spiritual master. The sleeping soul awakens the sleeping soul and sends him to the Gurukula, to the ashrama of the spiritual master, and where he can train to be in perfect knowledge. So this is very, very important. We should attend a school. So, Guru, who is a Guru? A Guru is one who has full transcendental knowledge. A Guru is one who has full transcendental knowledge. So, unless you approach a guru, spiritual master, one remains in ignorance. If we think, oh, like that, and don't approach a guru, spiritual master, then the guru will not come and take you. Okay, we have to approach. We have to approach. We have to render service to him, and we have to give him all the guarantee that yes, I am the right candidate. I want to serve you. I want to serve the devotional aspects, and then I want to perfect myself. And then when you submissively submit yourself, then the guru actually accepts you. And one accepts guru means the beginning stage of one is accepting a guru is called the initiation. So to get to that level, how much do we struggle, right? To get to the level of initiation, we have struggled for more than 2 years, 1.5 years. Sometimes people have struggled for 9 years, 10 years also to get to the level of initiation. We get initiation from a guru, from bona fide guru, to accept a guru, these things. So after that only the life actually starts, the perfection of life actually. So once you accept the guru, and then you start a thing. So it is very important to know about knowledge about the life when one is called Acharyavan. What is Acharyavan? Acharyavan means very simple. One who is ready to be controlled by a Acharya. Acharyavan means one who is ready to be controlled by the Acharya. If you are not ready, then you don't call yourself as Acharyavan. So this is told in Chandogya Upanishad 6.114.12. One has full knowledge about life when one is a Acharyavan. What is it? One has full knowledge about life. When will one get full knowledge about life? One is a Acharyavan. That means one is controlled. So this world, we are always controlled by somebody or the other. Okay, we are never independent, but we think we are independent, but we are never independent. What is you mean by independent? Do you think independent means yes, I am the house house householder? I whatever I do only, I want only, whatever I tell only should my family members follow. So I am the CEO of the company. Whatever I tell only the company norms will follow. If you think like that, you are a fool. Okay. So why? Because these things happen is because our body, mind, and intelligence is always controlled by this little thing called the ego, the false ego. When we actually are able to understand what is false ego and what is true ego, then actually we try to realize our self realization starts actually. For this false ego to come overcome, we should some people, some of us undergo many crucial tests in our life, how to overcome this false ego. And some by learned examples, like they go to some lectures, they hear some lectures, they understand, and they become enlightened, and they become careful in their dealings. So this is very important. See, the one who is learning by others examples is called intelligent, but one who is experiencing, yes, he is also quite intelligent, but he has to undergo the pain. He has to undergo the trauma that one has to get through. So, so here also there is another nice verse from. I just see this. It comes from the Nectar of Instruction. It says that Vacho vegam manasa krodha vegam jivva vegam udro prastha vegam etan veganyo vesheshta dhiraha sarvam abhiman prithvim sasishyat. So the meaning is that a sober person who can tolerate the urge to speak. His mind demands the actions of anger and the urges of the tongue, belly, and genitals is qualified to make disciples over the world. So this is what Sri Vishwanath Chakravarti Chaku stated. The Upadeswanda. A bona fide spiritual master can cannot be under the control of ordinary greed, anger, and lust. So this is the quality of a guru. I'm trying to just tell you what is the quality of a guru. A quality of a guru is that he should not be covered by anger, greed, and lust. So one individual also should not be covered under anger, greed, and lust. It's called the lust, anger, and greed. The LAG. The LAG is a lag. This is what we are lagging in our life. So it is very important. The other thing to be we should know is that we should always be steady fast in our devotional service. But to do that, we should come out of the Triguna. What are the Triguna? Triguna is the Rajo, Tamo, and Sattva. See, Sattva also we need to come out sometimes, but Rajo and Tamo, we are always we are contemplating. We are always jumping from Rajoguna to Tamoguna, Tamoguna to Rajoguna. So by doing this, by getting trapped in this Rajoguna and Tamoguna, one does not care about anything. Instead, he becomes like an ordinary foolish animal and is risking his life. That is Mrityu Samsara Vartamani. That means Mrityu Samsara Vartamani means therefore he's continuing to go through this suffering. Suffering and suffering and suffering, but he continues to go through this suffering. So foolish person, such a foolish person does not know how to elevate himself from this body. Instead, he goes on to indulge in sinful activities and still goes deeper and deeper into the hellish conditioned life. So, with here, I would like to give you some small pastimes which will actually enlighten our mind. There was once a story of Dinabandhu. Dinabandhu. In this story, you just try to analyze where anger is coming, where greed is coming, where lust is coming. Okay, I will just tell you a short story. Okay, this is a story of Dinabandhu. Once it so happened, there was one ashrama, and in that ashrama, a guru was teaching his disciples, and he was taking care of the disciples. The disciples were growing very nicely. So once it so happened that the guru's one ceremony was supposed to happen. One ceremony was supposed to happen. The guru's father, something like that. Okay, and now the guru gives an opportunity to know about his disciples and asks them to each one of them to get some gift for that ceremony to be given to that offering, given as an offering. The guru says you can get anything, whatever you can get. So immediately one disciple stood up and said, "Yes, I want to give clothes, my dear guru. I want to give clothes." But one person was there who said, "For whatever it may be, my guru, I should ask my mother." He says, "I should get up, I should first ask my mother, and then I will." Okay, fine. You can ask your mother, and then you can come back to me. So now this disciple, he gets up and he goes. He goes to his mother. When he goes to his mother, there he sees his mother. They are from a very poor family. They cannot afford to give any gifts. Like they don't even have money to buy some fruits or something to give to the forest group. So the mother says, "Since you have told that you will ask me, I can only say you can go ask the Supreme Lord, Lord, from where to give, what to give." Okay. So then the boy immediately asks his mother, "Mother, mother, where can I see? Where can I see the Lord?" The mother says, "Yes, you can see the Lord, but only in the forest. You can go to the forest and see in the forest. There you can see the Lord." So the boy now turns around and then he walks towards the forest, and he goes. He goes and searches Dinabandhu, Dinabandhu, Dinabandhu Anna, Dinabandhu Anna, Dinabandhu Anna, Dinabandhu Anna. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? So looking at the crying of the little boy, the Lord appears. Okay. And the Lord says, "Yes, what do you want? What do you want?" And the boy says, "See, I have a problem. My guru wants some gift from me, and my mother says we have nothing to give. Uh, but what do I do? How can I serve my purpose of this group? So near this boy is the Krishna says, Lord Krishna says, don't worry. When is the thing? You come tomorrow. I will give you a gift. So he goes back and says to his guru, my Dina Bandhu Anna has promised me to give me a gift. I will give that gift to you. Oh, is it? Fine. Then, then on that day of the ceremony, little boy goes to the forest again, and then he asks, Dina Bandhu Anna, Dina Bandhu Anna, where are you? Please give me something. Please give me some gift. Yes, now the Lord appears and then he gives him a earthen pot with yogurt. He gives some other pot with yogurt. And this boy carries this earthen pot of yogurt and comes back to the guru and offers it for his guru. By now, the guru has got many, many gifts, many wonderful, marvelous gifts, and is very, very blown up. Okay, many fruits, many clothes, many vegetables, all such wonderful gifts. But this little boy just gives a matka of yogurt. So very disappointedly, this guru takes this, and he's so disgusted that he just keeps it on the edge of the table, and then he turns around. He doesn't even notice by the time that yogurt pot has fallen down. When it falls down, all the yogurt is spilled. He goes and he comes back, and he comes back and says, "Oh, this yogurt has been spilled." And again, he lifts that yogurt. But this wonderful thing happening here is, though yogurt has spilled all around, still the pot is full. Still the pot is full. So then the guru understands. What he understands? It is that he understands that it is a spiritual gift. It is a spiritual gift. So the point to understand in the story is that the approach the little boy had, and the approach the other disciples had. They all wanted to glorify the Guru with so many gifts and all that. But this little boy took to the path of his direction, that he first asks his mother, and then he comes to satisfy his guru, and then he takes permission from the guru, and then he approaches the supreme lord, and finally he gets to the results, that is, he is able to satisfy his spiritual master. So this is a wonderful story where all types of things are displayed here. The lust, the greed, the anger, all these things are coming in this small pastime. The another pastime, one more pastime also I have to share. I hope I have time, Hare Krishna, on 5 minutes. Okay.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
The story is that about the old woman with a bundle of sticks. The old woman with a bundle of sticks. So here comes a beautiful story. Once upon a time, there was an old lady who was carrying a log of wooden sticks on her head, and she was all alone in the forest. She traveled along in the forest, but due to fatigue and thing, she was so tired that it happened so the bundle of sticks fell down, and she was trying to lift it back and put it on her head. It was so difficult that she could not even lift the bundle of sticks. Now she was crying very hard, and she was crying. She was calling Lord's names, Vishnu's names. Oh my Lord, I am not able to carry this. I have to go to the other side. How am I going to take this? Please help me. Please help me. Please help me. Now, looking at this crying of this old lady, the Lord appeared. The Lord appeared, and then in front of but still, what has happened to this old lady is, seeing the Lord also, she was so mesmerized. She was so think that she could not even think of anything else other than asking the Lord himself to put this bag of log of wood on her head back again. So she could have asked many things, right? She could have asked many things, like she could have asked salvation, she could have asked deliverance, all these things. But she was only in her mind, the only thing was running in her mind was she had to put this, ask the Lord to put it back on it. So finally, the Lord was helpless. He put the whole bundle back on her head. So this is what we are trying in our life always. We are trying in our life, we are trying to struggling in our life that we should get these things, we should get that things, we should get our children married, we should get our education being done. A line of list of things we have, and we go to the Lord, Supreme Lord, and ask not for what we should not ask. Whatever we should ask, we leave that and we ask for what which is not required. What required means we are always thinking of falling apart and being lusty and greedy of this material existence. So the point of understanding here is that we should know what to ask a guru, how to ask a guru, how to approach a guru. So this is what the thing which we learn from this little verse from Srimad Bhagavatam. So it says here, we should approach a guru and ask the guru what is we should ask guru, not that we should not say that what we want, not that what we want. We should ask guru how we can enlighten, we can uplift ourselves, and then work on that, and then we can actually get back to the supreme abode of the Supreme Lord. So with these two short pastimes, I end my session today. I hope if anybody has any uh, questions or something, if I'm able to answer, I will able to answer. Otherwise, I will pass it on to my Shiksha Guru. Uh, so with this, I thank you all for a patient listening. So anything is there, we can share also. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam. Hari Bol.